everyone is so important on the team.
That's such a great segue. So let's move into recruiting and talking a little bit about, obviously it has to be a very high academic candidate, but I picture I've never sat in a college recruiting session, but I picture the names up on the board or the pieces that we're looking for. How do you put the puzzle together? And, I know nowadays too, with NIL and transfer portal and everything, maybe it's changed it a bit, but how do you look at recruiting?
I love recruiting. I get paid to go watch volleyball. It's great. So, recruiting to me is, again, you have a puzzle, you have puzzle pieces that are graduating. And so you have puzzle pieces you have to fill. Recruiting is earlier and earlier. There are some NCAA rules that limit the timeframes of things, but I find it interesting that I recruit players to beat out players that aren't actually here on my team.
Oh, wow.
And, that's kind of what I say is, my job is to find people to beat you out. And I tell my team this. Yeah. It's your job not to let that happen.
Yeah.
And so, but if I was...
you go down to like 14, 15, 13, 14?
I think most of the time you're looking at, sophomores, juniors, somewhere in there. And so those are, I'm sure, Power Fives are looking at freshmen and eighth graders. Academically, it doesn't make any sense to me to not look at someone who hasn't had some APs or academic classes. So for us, it's a little bit later in that sense. But you're still looking for the same things, whether that's a physical trait, whether that's intangible, you're still looking for things that kind of elevate your current team.